Welcome to Best Beginner Guitar Lessons. Today, I want to go over a little tool or a little guitar gadget that's going to make learning how to play your chords much easier. When you're first starting out as a beginner on guitar, learning the chords, playing the chords right, making them sound clear without any fret buzz, and being able to get the proper pressure, and also getting used to the spacing in between your fingers for each chord. It's always a very difficult time when you first start. Now, today we're going to talk about the capo. I've got a capo here, and what it is, it just clamps on your neck of your guitar, goes across the strings, all 6 strings, and you can put it on any fret you want here. Now, we're going to talk about the capo and how to use it, changing keys and all that sort of thing later on. But for this lesson, it's going to be used as a tool to help you play the chords much easier, much simpler than the traditional way. In other words, we're going to put the capo on the 3rd fret, right behind the 3rd fret, just where I've got it here. And then if you are playing C, let's say, your standard C, where you have your 1st finger on the 2nd string, your 3rd finger on the 4th string, the 2nd fret in this case, and your 3rd finger on the 5th string. This is the C. Same C you would play up here on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. Now we've got the capo on the 3rd fret. The capo's acting as if it was the white piece, the nut right here. So we've actually moved that nut up to here. So you play your normal C, but with the capo being there, what happens is, as you can see, as you move up, the frets get closer together between the frets. They get closer together. Also, the distance from the string to the fretboard reduces, because as you're climbing up this way, from here to here, it gets lower and lower. So it makes it easier to play and easier to stretch from one chord to the other. I mean, from one string to the other. So we're playing C here. Now, of course, it has raised the sound of the C. Each time you put the capo on and move it 1 fret, you moved it a half step. We're going to talk about that later. Don't worry about that right now. We'll talk about that, what a capo does and how to use it, changing keys of songs, that sort of thing later. Today, we're going to make your guitar play easier and make learning how to play the basic chords, the C, the G, the D, E minor easier. So what you want to do is, with the capo on the 3rd fret, just play your standard C chord. Now, if you don't know these chords already, the position of them, I've got some videos showing each one. And you can just look at the videos here on my YouTube channel and find the ones showing the chords, the C, the G, E minor, and D. They'll show you how to make the chords. Once you learn how to make them, then you come here, put your capo on. Capo is very inexpensive. I think you get one around $12, $10, $12. I'm going to put a link here in the description. Take you to Amazon and you can read about it. I use the Kyser Capo. It's been around a long time. Really good quality capo. Works really, really good. And I'd recommend the Kyser over any of the other ones. There are others, but I would recommend that one. But I'll put a link to where you can see them on Amazon. If you want to pick one up, you can. I get a little small commission, very minimal, but it doesn't cost you any more to buy the capo. But I just want to let you know I do get a little small commission. Doesn't not to anything much at all. Okay, so here we go. If you play the C the normal way up here, now we got the capo on the 3rd fret. You're going to play the same finger position, okay? Except this is acting as the nut now. So play here, and after you play the normal C, and you come down here and play the C here, using that capo, it's going to be a dream world. It's going to make a big difference in the amount of pressure you have to place to play the chord. So this is a big help if you've got a guitar that's really hard to play and you can't afford to have a setup from a professional guitar luthier at a guitar shop. I understand that. So this is a a real good way to be able to learn your chords. And another good thing about the capo and using it in this method, finger soreness. You won't have as much finger soreness because you're not having to apply as much pressure down on top of the strings to the fretboard. So if you play your C here, so much easier, just like soft touch. And then the G. Okay, the G. And then the C, standard C. And then of course E minor. And then the D. And I like the sound. I've always liked the sound of a capo. I use capo a whole lot when I'm playing songs. Not making videos, I'm playing songs here in the studio or at my home. I love using the capo. But this is what it would sound like playing G, E minor, and C, and D. Sound, I think, is really, really nice. And like I say, the capo will give you a big advantage when you're first starting out with not having to apply so much pressure on the string. It's a great little gadget, great little tool to use when you first start. And like I say, if you've been struggling with the C, the G, the E minor, D, whatever you started with, whatever chord you started with, get you a capo. It well worth the little small investment, and it'll make a world of difference in you start learning how to play your chords without having to put a lot of pressure on the strings at first, and you'll enjoy having one. And plus, later on, you'll learn how to use the capo in various ways to change keys of a song that might be in a hard key, say a key of F. You can change the key of G, use those chords instead. Make a world of difference and being able to do that quick and easy without any trouble. I wanted to visit a question that I had come in from one of my students, and they were talking on what type of guitar should they buy. They haven't bought their guitar yet, and I'm going to do a video on what to look for in buying a guitar. I'm sure most of you watching this video probably already have a guitar, whether it's acoustic or electric, whatever it is. But when you're first starting out, it's much easier to get an electric guitar and learn on electric because the neck's smaller, the body's small, the whole guitar's smaller, neck's smaller, the strings are thinner, and it's a lot, the strings are closer to the neck, and it's a lot easier to play. But if you play on an acoustic guitar, when you first start learning chords, this is the key. This is the key. You can go ahead and learn the C and G and D and E minor traditional way, with this being the nut starting up here, this being the first fret. But if you're having trouble, and most beginners do, get your capo. And you can put this on first, second, third, fourth fret, anywhere you want on the neck. I like to put it on the third fret. I like the sound it produces here on the third fret. So get your capo. You'll really find a big difference in the way the chords sound. If you're here on my YouTube channel for the first time, I appreciate you. Just click the red button, subscribe. I try to put videos on 1 or 2 every week. If there's something special you'd like for me to address, something you're having trouble with in your beginning lessons, put it in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer any questions. I'm always glad to do that, hear from y'all. And also, if you like this video or any of my videos, I'd appreciate if you will like and share them. That also helps my YouTube videos spread the word to other people who may get benefit from the video. We're over 3.5 million views. We're going towards 4 million. This channel has just blown up, and I'm super excited. And I'm very excited to be able to offer these lessons to you here on YouTube, free of charge. That's a great thing. They offer a great service here on YouTube. I've got to commend them also for allowing us to be able to use YouTube for this. So if there's any, like I say, if there's anything you want me to go over, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Love to hear from y'all. So let's go play some guitar.